So this is what I have to tackle today. This is the project. And I just saw one of my kittens behind me, so I'm trying to stand strategically. I have to try to rearrange this cabinet. The top is not so bad. It is pretty organized. The bottom is a hot mess. There is stuff everywhere because whenever I start doing anything down here, I have a kitten on my heels, and so I start dropping things, and that's just the way it happens. I mean, just the way it happens. This is a brand new leaf. It is so soft. I can't believe I'm touching that thing. But anyway, it's really this bottom shelf. I have to switch out this humidifier right here. I am going to put in a fountain that I just purchased at Lowe's. I'm going to take Ollie, my owl, out. And I think I want to... I know that I'm going to remove this because I have a clear tray that I'm going to be using. And then I am going to put some... I'm going to oil this right here again. The wood. I'm going to give it an oil finish again to make sure that it's still holding up after all this torture that it's getting right now. There's just stuff everywhere. It seems as if I just keep dropping things when I come into this little area. Look at this beauty. Isn't that beautiful? I'm not really sure how many plants this is, or if it is just one plant. It looks like it's just one plant growing this way. Isn't that so cool? See how it's elongated like a hedgehog? It's so cool. Anyway, this is what I have to handle. This is a chunk of a plant that I literally didn't think this thing would sprout. It was such a small little chunk. And look at this great big leaf that came out of it. This is just so awesome. When I started sharing plants with the seniors, this is the reason why I wanted to use Anthurium, because from the smallest little chunk, you can end up with such a beautiful plant. And so I just wanted to use Anthurium because of this. And this one right here is ready to go out. This one is definitely going out. I'm just going to put it into a different container pot, and I'm going to send this one out. I think this will make someone happy. But I have to find someone who will take it on, because Anthurium come with the ultimate care of high humidity, and a lot of people feel that they won't be able to give the plants the humidity it needs. And so a lot of them are just opting for another plant. But we'll see. We will see. Up here, everything is pretty much good, but we'll see. Just making sure everything is good. This is another one. This was a bigger chunk, but it got a little bit dried out, and so I took it out of the mixture it was in and just popped it into some water, so now it's firm again. This one is ready to go out as well. This viola, look how shiny that new leaf is. This right here is sulfur, just to be sure that it's clear before I send it out. Okay, time to get started. Sadly, I did lose the footage of the process of me removing the plants and everything from this cabinet, but I'm sure it was perfect because there was just too much junk in the bottom of this cabinet. Today, when I decided to record this was very impromptu. I'm sitting in this room with my children. We were playing Heads Up. Well, they were playing Heads Up, and I just kept jumping into their game because it's just such a fun game that we normally play as a family. But here I'm just cleaning this cabinet with a foam cleaner, and I do use a foam cleaner to clean it simply because I don't want to add any water into this space that could get into cracks, whereas with the foam I have a lot more control. I am going to use right here some coconut oil, and I just buff the coconut oil into the wood when I do a deep cleaning. You can also use beeswax, and that works very, very well, but I have been liking the use of the coconut oil. It just seems to give it a beautiful finish, and it is a lot easier to buff it into the wood, and the wood seems to really, really respond well to it. I didn't look up anything for this as much as I use coconut oil for just about everything. So I used it here, and sadly, I even used it on the mirrors in this because I wasn't thinking, but I do end up cleaning it in the end. I still can't believe I did that. But it's again because I was in everyone else's business but my own, just guessing in the heads up game. Do you guys play heads up? It is such a fun game. We have quite a few different decks, and we really love it. Our favorite deck is the Bible, and then we have a lot of cartoon decks as well. But look at that shine. Look at the beautiful shine that that gives off. Now this is the fountain that I just purchased in the Home Depot, and I forgot to put the tray underneath it, and so in the end I'll have to take all of this out because this does splash out just a little bit, and so I end up changing it out. So I was rushing because again I had kittens just waiting to pounce in this area. And there is a hole drilled into the base of this cabinet, and I was just feeding the cord out of the base of the cabinet, and this thing just turns on, and I love it. It does seem that the temperature in the greenhouse is a little bit more intense with this fountain running in it all the time, and so I'm really happy about that. I don't understand the dynamic of that, but that's the reality of what I've been seeing happen. That beautiful anthurium right there is such a beauty. I love her. It's very easy. I offered it back to the person who shared it with me because I couldn't get anyone to take it on because they were afraid to kill it. And she told me that I could keep it if I'd like. And so I'm going to take very good care of it. I've already cut it to share it with someone else because it seems as if the smaller anthuriums seem to be a little bit more agreeable for people to take on because then they can just try growing it in ambient temperatures. I was going around my house and I realized just how many glass vessels I have for my plants. I love glass vessels so much. Just to give little steps or tiers to the plants and to catch water, everything. They're just perfect. And again, all of these things pretty much will be changing out, almost all of them, because I didn't put that tray in there. And once I put the tray in, it did change things a little bit because the tray has, of course, sides that come up. Oh, this was my $2.50 little tray cake plate. It was $5 and it was 50% off. I love that so much. Here it is, all finished. I have to fix these fans because I'm hearing them wobbling, but I love it. I had to change everything at the bottom because the water was getting everywhere. But it's fully packed and ready to go. Looky, looky. I think this looks so cute here. There isn't even anything in it and it looks cute. And this is a propagation container that I purchased from Dollar Tree. I'm letting these clippings right here harden off so they're not in water yet. I just put some stones, or actually my plant batter that I've been using for my semi-hydro. I have that in there right now, but I'm going to put some water in there. And down below, you see my fountain. And I sat on the chair over here and I was just staring at the water. So it's like so cool. And so everything is in here. I went outside and I got this, and I think I brought an ant in because as soon as I finished doing everything, I saw an ant. Annoying. She's got a lot of damage, but she's cute. So that's it. Looky, looky. It's so pretty. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.